Diversity has been a hot-button issue across the University of Tennessee campus for most of the school year. Many students at the university have chosen to make their voices heard on why they believe diversity and inclusion is crucial on our campus.
So diversity and inclusion is very important on UT's campus, mainly because it's a predominantly white and historically white institution. Therefore, the history of it and then just it standing alone, it can be intimidating as far as like making it only seem like it's only for one type of student.
People come from very diverse backgrounds, so a lot of people aim diversity and inclusion towards race and gender, but it's so much more than that. People come from all different areas of life, different areas of our world, and I think in order to best make sure that they feel included is to have that diversity and inclusion present on our campus.
I feel like we have a very large population of students who are minority students, transgender students, and gay students, but at the same time, these students aren't heard. They aren't given a platform to voice themselves, and they're kind of treated as if, almost as if they don't exist.
So I think people of color, LGBT students, disabled students, veterans, and all types of students who are included in diversity and inclusion should have a place to come and feel welcome and not concerned about whether or not they feel like they belong.
UT President Joe DiPietro and Chancellor Jimmy Cheek sat down with concerned students at the Pride Center back in February. The two administrators aim to solidify their support for diversity and minority students.
I have spent time every day, and usually that's including weekends, talking to people about the importance of diversity on this campus.
But shortly after promises were made to promote diversity, the Tennessee State Legislature passed a bill voting to defund diversity programming at the university in March. The Pride Center and the Ron and Dawn Friesen Black Cultural Center are only two of the diversity programs at UT that would be directly affected. There are multiple offices and centers for diversity across campus that would lose funding for programming. The bill will reallocate the money to scholarships and campus improvements, including new decals for UT police cars. Students reacted immediately, protesting the defunding. A large group staged a walkout from a UT basketball game in early March defending diversity programming. Football player Alvin Kamara even took part and tweeted using the hashtag #UTDiversityMatters. Many others have taken to Twitter as a platform to show their disapproval of the bill put forth by the legislature. Students have displayed both their support for diversity funding and their anger towards those who approve of the bill. Students across campus voiced their opinion on the legislature's vote to strip diversity funding.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I think, why take that away from campus? What is that doing for you, taking away diversity funding, when what diversity is inclusion? We're trying to get everybody all together and involved, and when you're taking away, you're basically splitting everybody apart.
It's kind of separating students from the big people here at the university and making some students feel as if they're not as important as others.
Pulling out the diversity funding is totally unfair. For one, the legislature is not here. They're not at UT's campus, they're not here, they're not going to classes, they're not interacting with the student body, they're not here. So for them to make a decision that is going to affect people who attend this university in pursuit of like bettering themselves and just getting the higher education academic experience in general, it's like, who are you to tell me how to live my life?
My reaction to the legislature, I really question their intentions and whether or not they're, acting in the best interest of this university or whether or not they're acting in the best interest of getting reelected.
I don't feel like all of their budget should have been cut, maybe a little bit, just because we don't know where all that money is going. But I was definitely surprised to hear that they cut it all together.
It shows that they really don't want us here and that they would prefer the campus look a certain way.
The people in the state legislature, if we're being honest, they have a lot of power, and I don't think they recognize their privilege very much. And so when this all came out, I kept thinking, they don't know how privileged they are.
What do you do in situations when the higher-ups are making all the decisions without all of us who actually live here and who actually are going through what that money goes towards and who are benefiting from that money? And then to see someone cut it really hurts.
Hundreds of students even participated in a mass class exit on April 19th in protest of the bill. Students left their classes and protested in the HSS amphitheater, lied along pedestrian walkway, and marched to Presidential Courtyard. Many students voiced their opinion by holding signs directed at the administration and other problems hindering minority students on campus. In light of the controversy, many feel as though the university does not value minority students.
I think our university values minority students when it comes to winning games, which is really awful to say, but Once Jalen Hurts runs down that football field, everyone loves him, but once he steps into that classroom, it really doesn't matter if he's the only black person in the room.
Though the bill was passed by the House and Senate, Governor Haslam will now determine whether or not it will become a law. Reporting for GEM 250 News, this is Ashley Sharp.